Yeah, you guys, targeted citizen here. I'm looking here when I ought to be looking here, I know. Wore out, can't focus, been a rough day. Sweating my manhood off, soaking wet here in this. Got 9 degrees last night in North Carolina. Currently it's about 31, 32 in the foothills of North Carolina. Up here using a chainsaw, cutting trees down. Been an interesting day. I don't know if you know from the past channels that I've had, I've done government accountability. I did First Amendment audits before it was actually a thing. Told you guys about a speeding ticket I got. I didn't know it, but it was November 28th. I got a speeding ticket. And the Highway Patrol, North Carolina Highway Patrol state trooper, pulled me, my son, and my daughter over in my little Ford Stranger. He said, you come up to the car. First, I'm not going to say anything incriminating because they watch my channel. But I look in my rearview mirror and then I hear sirens. I don't know anything that's going on because I don't speed. I can look at the tachometer in my Ranger and tell you exactly how I can just ride down the road in my truck because I've been driving for so long. I can tell you how fast I'm going without even looking at the speedometer. So, talking to my daughter, we're worried about her next door neighbor, a really old lady named Josephine, I think, or Geraldine, or Bernadette, or one of those two. She's got a classic name, very lovely lady. We had thought she had died, so I was kind of lost in conversation. And I looked in the rearview mirror, and there's a cop darting back and forth, like this right here, that far off my bumper, scared the heck out of me. So I hurry up, lock the brakes down as fast as I can, pull off the road. I start recording. He comes up to the car, but I start recording incognito. Normally I'm really in your face about it, but I got too much stuff to worry about court right now. I got too much to do to worry about going in and out of the court process, because that eats up. That's the biggest waste of time on this planet, is going to court. Because the only people that win in court is the state and the attorneys. You never win in court. Even if you win, you lose. So he says, so what you speeding for? I said, I didn't notice that I was speeding. I said, I was lost in conversation, worried if my daughter's neighbor had passed away. He said, well, you were doing 70 and a 55. He said, so I'm going to write you a ticket. Let me have your license. Doesn't ask for my registration or my insurance, which I thought was odd. Now, in some states, they can get all that information off of your tag. North Carolina, I believe they can, but knowing that when they type my name in, there's an asterisk beside my name. The asterisk is there for the cops who are on the take. I can't determine if this cop is or not, but I can tell you this cop is a liar. A first-rate liar. We sit there for about 5 minutes. He comes up to the car. He said, I'm going to cut you a break. And when they say that, I know that they're getting ready to put it in my rectum without Vaseline or KY jelly. I ain't writing you up for the seatbelt. Well, he doesn't know if I had my seatbelt on or not. I'll tell you that. Because the shirt I was wearing was blue, and my seatbelt is blue. So he don't know if I was wearing my seatbelt or not. I'm going to cut you a break for that seatbelt. So I'm going to write you for 70 and a 55. Well, 70 and a 55, you can lose your license for. That's 4 points. That's reckless driving. Isn't that convenient? And the reason they do that is so if they bargain, the district attorney will knock it down in court, and you're still stuck with a bunch of fines, and you end up paying about $4,000 in insurance cost. So who do you think is the biggest lobbyist for law enforcement? Insurance companies. Because in North Carolina, we're required to pay auto insurance. See, I don't have any points on my license. I've had to see any points in a very, very long time because I don't break the law. So as soon as he said that thing about the seatbelt going to cut me a deal while at the same time trying to rob food from my family's mouths, I said, how many lives did you endanger getting behind me, chasing me down? Well, none. I said, you mean to tell me you get out, you pull out in front of traffic, speed, get off my bumper, weaving back and forth, and that ain't endangering anybody, but I'm endangering people if I'm allegedly speeding? Needless to say, he didn't like that response. Here's your ticket! Started to stomp off. About that time when he stomped off, my vocal cords decided they started squeezing and screaming, and I come apart. I went to his ass. I got out of the truck yelling and screaming. Now the stop was over. He'd already handed me my ticket. It was over, and I didn't say anything out of the way until this traffic stop was over. So I got out of my truck and offered him a duel. Not a duel with bang bangs, but a duel. I said, well, you want to go? Let's go. I was like, as soon as I got out, he was already at his truck, at his car, in the car with the door open by the time I get out. If I remember correctly. He goes grabbing for his gun like he's going to shoot me. So I call him out. I said, you freaking coward, what, you going to shoot somebody for getting out of a goddamn truck? The traffic stop's over, dumbass. I mean, I'm not going to go through all of it because, it wasn't very Christian to me, but when there's somebody trying to rob me and the people trying to rob me have the ability to kill me and my family and get a paid vacation for doing it, that pisses me off. Because it's hypocrisy. I drive 321 in Caldwell County about every day. And every day and let me preface this comment by telling you this. America is one of the few countries in the world where law enforcement hide from you. Are you listening? Law enforcement in the United States are the only ones in the world with undercover cars, and they hide from you. They don't do that in other countries because they're there to help other countries. Not here. They're here to harass and collect. So, of course, the coward jumps into the car real quick. Come on! Come on! Come on! Begging me, screaming at me, come on, let's fight! Let me chase him in his car and fight him. Then, he puts it in gear, reverses like, come on up the road, because the highway patrol station is about 2 miles up the road. Come on, let's go fight, let's go! I was going to go. And then my daughter's like, Daddy, no, because they were going to get me up there and shoot me. I mean, that's what was going to happen. Told you that's how I go. I get shot, and I'm not going to avoid it. I'm going to keep being a good man. I'm going to stand up to evil in this world. I don't care who you are. I'm going to stand up to you. If I think you're evil, matter of fact, I don't have to think you're evil. I know when you're evil. God has put something in me that knows when people are evil. You cannot be law enforcement in America today and be a Christian. Did you hear me? You cannot be in law enforcement in America today and believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, because if that's the case, there wouldn't be one bad cop out there. Can't do it. Now, people can talk about this, Caesar's law, you got to obey Caesar's law, blah, 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 but cops aren't there for our protection, and if you don't believe me, if you're a cop sucker, then you need to read what SCOTUS said on it, because SCOTUS says that they have no duty, law enforcement in America have no duty to protect life or property. Does that sound scary yet? Now let me tell you what the founders did. The founders didn't want us to have a police force like this. They didn't want us to have a standing army. They wanted to have us a militia. Different states, counties, and areas to have a militia that would support and defend the people of that state, county, or province. Seeing as though we have more cops in America than we have military, that's a problem. So this punk cop goes to stoplight because I'm still headed that way, and he's beside me, and I'm right beside him, just letting him have it. Come on, you follow me. He's like, come on, bro. He was just He won't have a pissing contest, and he don't understand. I can piss all day long. I got nothing but time to piss with you all day long. You taking my tax dollars? Let's piss. So, get my wits about me because that triggered me. That triggered my PTSD. Flashing lights like that. And not only the flashing lights, it's the way that idiot was endangering me and my kids' lives. He was that far off my bumper going back and forth like it was Grand Theft Auto or some crap. So I've been real busy with this NICU, trying to get my grandbaby out of the hospital and just dealing with stuff at the house. Everything's breaking and tearing up and trying to clean things up. So my court date was tomorrow. And I wanted to go. As I said, I put the Freedom of Information Act request in, and that was a big rigmarole. They kept trying to push me away on that, and then they didn't fulfill the orders that they're required to fill by North Carolina state law. All they gave me was the trooper's employments and how much he made and the policies. That's all they gave me. They didn't give me when the last time his radar or LiDAR was inspected. They didn't give me anything. And even on the ticket, it didn't say how he got my speed. And it still doesn't say how he got my speed at all. Because I should know how he got my speed. Did he guess? Because a lot of cops say, well, I paced you, or I watched you, or I saw you, or I have you on radar. That's a big difference because even computers, even machines can be fallible. Actually more fallible than humans. Especially when you got one of these pigs out there like the trooper that pulled me. That's a revenue generating pig. I mean, he is a pig wallowing in the wallets of the citizenry. So I didn't get any information I needed. I did get some interesting information about this cop. Has anybody in America watching this, the 100 people that may watch it, have any of you gotten a $13,000 raise in 1 year? This trooper got a $13,000 raise in 1 year. He must be bringing in the big bucks for the highway patrol. So today I went to go get the body cam footage because you have to sue in North Carolina. If you don't know that, you have to sue for body cam footage. For all you First Amendment auditors in North Carolina that don't know that, Lackluster, I'm tagging you, James Freeman, all you guys, if you need me to get the information in North Carolina for you, body cam footage, I will go to court for you, and then I'll send you the information. But in North Carolina, because of Governor Pat McCrory, we must sue for it. So I go to the clerk's office in Caldwell County today to sue for it. First woman, the clerk didn't know what I was talking about. Second woman didn't know what I was talking about. Third woman didn't know what she's talking about. And I'm trying to explain it to her. And she's like, that ain't how weak this old lady comes up. Apparently she's been there a while, but I don't know who she was. But she struck a freaking attitude with me. And I showed her the paper. I said, man, this is state law. Well, that ain't how we do it here. Mind you, this is one of the only times that I've ever went into a public building like a clerk of court and not had my recording going. I always record. Today I was like, I don't want to deal with the stress. This is a new county I'm dealing with. I want to start out fresh. I don't want them to think I'm the enemy. I'm just trying to get along to get along, you know? Go along to get along. So I'm not even recording, and this bitch is going off on me. I said, and I'm just letting her say her piece, and still being a southern gentleman, still being nice and polite. I said, excuse me, ma'am. She's like, you got to go to the district attorney's office for that information. I know I don't, but I'm just playing along. I'm like, okay, well, can I get your name so I know who referred me over there? You don't need my name. I said, excuse me? You don't need my name. I said, well, ma'am, I said, you're a public servant. I said, I just want to get your name. That way I can tell the DA who referred me to this office. You ain't getting my name. I said, are you kidding me? Then this other woman walks up. You don't want to give your name and you're a public servant? Are you serious? That's right. I said, okay, fine. I want to do a public records request. No. I said, give me the... She said, you got the form? Then the other woman chimes in. Yeah, you got the form? And I said, I'm not required to have the form. You are. Well, you get your own form and we might let you do it. I said, give me a blank piece of paper then. I'll fill it out like that. You got a piece of paper, you fill it out yourself. We ain't going to take it. And I'm flabbergasted. I said, okay, fine. I want to do it verbally. What? I said, I want to do it orally. I'll say it, you write it down. Nope. Ain't going to help you at all. You can leave. That's a refusal of service. Both of those ladies literally, not figuratively, they literally broke the Records Act in North Carolina, which is an actual crime. So, just to keep the peace, I go to the DA's office. The DA's office is, will you show me how to do it? And I said, yeah. So I showed the DA how to do it. She said, oh, yeah. Or it's the DA's assistant. Oh, you're exactly right. You really do know how to do it. I appreciate you showing us how to do it. So I was right. All these women in this clerk's office, I mean, two of them, and the woman in DA's office, there were maybe 3 ladies there that were actually polite. But the majority in that clerk's office, that old bag and that bag that came to help her, were so rude to me, and that was one of the very first times that I wasn't recording. Why? Because I didn't want to go to jail. I mean, there's actually a First Amendment audit of that building from Rogue Nation and Brand Example News. So it was weird. I mean, isn't this weird? I just said Nick U about my grandkid, and there's a truck that says Nick A instead of Nick U. That's odd. Anyway, so they still haven't gotten it done right because I don't have the paperwork. They said it's all done. You can do what you got to do, and then just call in a couple of days and we'll get it figured out. The work is still not done, so I've got to waste another day doing it because they didn't do what they're supposed to do. I've got the number of a court administrator I've got to call tomorrow. But do not think that this is over when it comes to those 2 bags. Those old hateful bags of flesh. Oh yeah, I'm not done. That's crazy, dude. I'm being. Listen, if you ever meet me out and about, I'm the most polite guy you're ever gonna meet. I'm a Southern gentleman. And I'll eat crap till I can't eat the crap no more, but I just don't want to go to jail, man. But that old bag, she broke me today. So there's gonna be some formal complaints put in tomorrow. I'm gonna get the footage of that place, and I'm gonna get. It's a shame I ain't got no audio, but I'm gonna get the cameras because that place is full of cameras, and you can see it how rude they were being to me. I'm gonna get their ass. North Carolina, they're striping the skies again. Anyway, I'm tired, guys. I need magnesium bad. I cannot think straight at all. I cannot think. My energy level's just squashed. I've worked my ass off here lately. My shoulder is busted. I'm broken and beat.